number 32, Tony Rossi. Batting third at shortstop, number 14, Michael Gaglione. Batting fourth, the right fielder, Sam Martucci. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 25, Jack Cahill. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 3, CJ Orego. Batting seventh, center fielder, number 2, Tyler Himaleski. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 23, Joe Healy. And batting ninth today, second baseman, number 5, Griffin Shedman. The Riverhawks are led by head coach Denny Bowers in his 20th season.
Well, the sun is shining, and it's a beautiful day for baseball yet again. It's day 2 of the 2025 D3 Showcase, live at Atrium Ballpark in Kannapolis, North Carolina. 6 Division III programs, 1 ballpark, and 6 more games to go. 3 today, 3 tomorrow. Here's day 1 of this 2025 D3 Showcase. Yesterday, 3 really solid efforts. Last night, the big game between Swarthmore and Berry College. The Vikings pulling off a run rule win of 11-1. These two sides, Piedmont and Susquehanna, they played a little earlier in the day yesterday. Susquehanna had a little later start, that 2:30 window yesterday. So Piedmont has the rest advantage coming into this game. That being said, it's an 11 a.m. first pitch on a Saturday morning here in Kannapolis. Hi, good friends. Dan Haloti on the call for you today on the Kannapolis Cannonballers YouTube stream and on the Ballers Baseball Network as Cole Ellis, the leadoff batter for the Piedmont Lions, gets things rolling today against the Susquehanna Riverhawks. Again, these two sides doing battle for the first time in this D3 Showcase. Susquehanna, of course, a team that pops down to Kannapolis all the time. The last few years, they've been a fixture of this showcase. Piedmont, they've been an ad the last 2 seasons here at Atrium Ballpark. The righty on the bump for the Riverhawks today is Zach Plank. He's a freshman right-handed pitcher from Annandale, New Jersey. He'll get us started today with the first pitch at 11:03. A weak ground ball hit towards the line at third. Throw to first is a little errant and off the mark. It'll be a base hit for Cole Ellis. Again, a really tough play there. Makes it a base knock to start things off for Cole Ellis. So an 11:03 first pitch time. And Zach Plank has some difficulty, but with a nice bunt laid down, it's a base hit, and we are underway here in Kannapolis. Day 2, game 1 of 3 today in the D3 Showcase. Cody Funk is in there for the Piedmont Lions. He takes the first pitch after showing bunt, pulls it back for strike 1. And the righty, Zach Plank, getting the start. 6'2", 190-pound freshman. He'll snap a throw over to first. It's not in time. And the freshman righty getting the opportunity today for head coach Denny Bowers and the Susquehanna Riverhawks from just up the road in Pennsylvania. 0-1 count. Pitch delivered on the fastball, low and inside, and the count works to even at 1-1. Cody Funk in left field today, bats second for the Piedmont Lions under the leadership of Justin Scully. In his 9th season with the Lions, Scully and Piedmont up from the great state of Georgia. 1-1 finds the zone in the inside corner, and the count works to 1-2 on Cody Funk. Trace Kate, right fielder, bats third in the order for Piedmont. Jack Ryan is the cleanup batter. Kyle Carlson at third base bats 5th. Carter Few, the DH, bats 6th. 7th is Ben Bodeau, the catcher. As Funk swings on this one, ground ball through into left base, hit a worm burner. And just like that, Funk adds a base hit on the board for Piedmont. Back-to-back base knocks. Ellis and Funk find their base paths. And now 2 on and nobody out for Trace Kate, the right fielder. Rounding out the rest of the order for Piedmont today, Ben Connolly, shortstop, bats 8th, batting 9th. For the Lions is Jack Gilson in the second baseman. In the gray tops and gray pants today are Piedmont. Black caps with a green brim, and it looks to be an off-white, maybe a yellow P on the front of the cap. Showing bunt as Kate pulls it back as it's ball 1 a little outside from Zach Plank. Plank, a product of Annandale High School in Annandale, New Jersey. Getting his first start in a Susquehanna uniform. Kate shows bunt. Corners will play in. As Plank runs over trying to get to second base, ends up tripping and falling. And trying to hold those runners. That might end up on SportsCenter, not top 10. Well, now that Plank's got the nerves out, there's no way you could have nerves after that. 1-0 on the way. It skips in the dirt. Caught by the catcher in Orrego for ball 2. Defensively today for Susquehanna, Ayers, Himaleski, and Martucci. Left to right in the outfield. In the infield, left to right, it goes Rossi, Gagliardi, Shenman, and Healy. Behind the dish is C.J. Orrego. Corners playing in. Bunt showed by Kate. back throw to second, and not in time. Back in safely is the lead runner, Ellis. And a pretty nice day for baseball. A couple clouds in the sky. They're just kind of the wispy kind, though. Not anything in the form of weather to threaten us today. And the entire weekend looking good. Highs in the mid-upper 50s. 2-0. Shows Blunt pulls it back. 3-0 now the count as Plank tried to jam him inside, but to no avail. Susquehanna 0-1. Lost their first matchup yesterday to the Washington and Lee Generals in what was a pretty entertaining game. 3-0, low and outside ball 4. And 3 batters into this game, nobody out, and Piedmont has found their way with the bases loaded against this freshman pitcher, Zach Plank. Bases chock full of Lions with nobody out for the first baseman, Jack Ryan. And Piedmont on the season 4-0. They've had an impressive start to this campaign. They took down Pfeiffer yesterday 6-2 in a comeback effort. His first pitch from Plank finds the inside corner. It's 0-1. Piedmont actually took down Chapman University, ranked number 22 in the country in Division III. In a 3-game series out in Orange, California, they won all 3 games. 0-1, just a touch outside from Plank, and the count evens 1-1. In Chapman University, ranked number 22 in the country, and Piedmont took them down in all 3. 3-0 in 12 innings, 9-3, and then 4-2. 1-1 in the dirt, skipped and caught by the catcher, Arrigo. For now a 2-1 count on Jack Ryan. Ken Tanhalodi on the call for you today. Pleasure to have you join us for Day 2, Game 1 of this D3 showcase here in Kannapolis. 2 balls and a strike on Ryan. Pitch on the way. Plank loses his hat, and Ryan takes a healthy hack. Can't make contact. It's 2-2. Susquehanna today. Black tops with the gray pants. So both sides going for the gray pants look. And black tops for Susquehanna, the Riverhawks. 2-2. Just a touch low and outside, and the count runs full on Jack Ryan. Black tops with those maroon numbers on the back. The Riverhawks logo on the front left pec. The numbers on the bottom right. 3-2. Swung on, lifted high and foul. And that ball will end up out onto Cannonballer Way. And the count stays full at 3-2. Susquehanna falling yesterday in their only matchup so far this season to Washington and Lee. Good game for a while. It got ugly at the end, though. 12-4, the Generals take the victory as Jack Ryan tears at strike 3. Plank has his first punch out at the collegiate level, so first strikeout of the day for Plank. And now Kyle Carlson gets a chance to step in. Bases loaded, 1 down. Plank's first pitch, a touch up and in for ball 1 on a Kyle Carlson, the third baseman today for the Piedmont Lions. Bases loaded, 1 down, top of the first, no score. Here at Atrium Ballpark, 1-0, big swing and a high fly ball, center field hit well. Himaleski trailing, just shy of the warning track makes the catch. Runners will advance, throw comes in from deep in center field. It's not going to be in time, and Kyle Carlson will get credit for a sacrifice fly. It'll be a out on the board of the F8, but the sacrifice fly drives the run in, and it's now 1-0 Piedmont in this top of the first inning. With 2 outs, runners at second and third, and it's Carter Few stepping in. Plank's first pitch to Few is upstairs and away for ball 1. Carter Few, the lefty bat for the Piedmont Lions, a freshman himself, 6-foot lefty bat from Alpharetta, Georgia. Just outside of Atlanta. 1-0. Swung on, fouled off. The protective netting. The count evens at a ball and a strike. And most of this Piedmont roster hailing from Georgia. They only have one player on their entire roster not from the state of Georgia. This one, a few, is just off the plate. And the count will run to 2-1. Piedmont threatening early, gathering some run support on this freshman pitcher. 2-1 up and away for ball 3 on Carter Few. Gonna walk here isn't the worst thing in the world, but it would load the bases for Ben Boudreau, the catcher, who waits on deck. 3-1. Hard swing and a line drive left center. That falls base knock. That'll score a few. Funk and Kate will cross the plate, and Carter Few drives in a few. It's a 2 RBI single, and Piedmont is taking a 3-0 lead early on here in this top of the first. 2 on, and Carter Few drives them in. 3-0 your score with 2 outs, and Ben Boudreau will step in. So Carter Few with the RBI single drives in a pair. And now Boudreau gets a chance. First pitch is a touch outside for ball 1 to the catcher, Ben Boudreau. Freshman catcher from Marietta, Georgia. A lot of freshmen in the lineup today for Piedmont. This one finds the zone in the inside corner. The count is 1-1. So Carter Few with the RBI single on the sac fly from Kyle Carlson, and they've taken a early 3-0 lead. 1-1, big swing, big miss. 1-2 to the catcher, Ben Boudreau. 7th batter of the inning here for Piedmont in this early portions of the game. 1-2. Swinging a foul tip off the foot of Boudreau. Count stays put where it is, 1-2. In today's schedule for the D3 Showcase, obviously game 1 today, Piedmont and Susquehanna. A little later on today, 2:30 first pitch. We'll have a showdown of 2 very talented sides. This one lifted foul, and the count stays put at 1-2. Heavyweight battle coming at 2:30 today. It'll be Washington and Lee against Swarthmore. And then tonight at 6 for the nightcap, Berry College and Pfeiffer. 1-2 low and outside, and the count evens now at 2 strikes on Ben Boudreau. Tomorrow, Susquehanna has the morning game again as well against Berry College. 2-2 to Boudreau. Breaking ball up and away, and the count runs now full to Piedmont's catcher, Ben Boudreau. No arms warming for Susquehanna. Denny Bowers putting trust in his freshman arm in Zach Plank. Plank set, full count, payoff pitch, swung on, lifted into right. Martucci a couple steps to his left, now takes in and has to play it to the wind, but makes the catch for the out. And finally, the top of the first inning is complete for Zach Plank on the bump. 3 runs on 3 hits with no errors and 1 left on. We'll go to the bottom half of the first. Susquehanna to bat. It'll be Ayers, Rossi, and Gagliardi when we come back here in the Ballers Baseball Network and Kannapolis' YouTube stream. Owen Ayers leads things off for the Susquehanna Riverhawks against the lefty Bodie Eilertson. First pitch swinging, first pitch lifted into left, and under it is Funk, who makes the catch for out number one. One pitch, one out. F7 in the book for the left fielder Owen Ayers for the first out. And now the tall third baseman Tony Rossi stands in for Susquehanna. Bodie Eilertson gets the start for the Piedmont Lions today in this matchup against Susquehanna. First pitch is a touch up and away for ball one to Tony Rossi. Bodie Eilertson, the lefty senior from Lawrenceville, Georgia, gets the start today for Piedmont against Susquehanna. 1-0 up and away, and it's 2-0 to Tony Rossi. Rossi, a preseason fourth-team All-American in the D3 level, cracks this one in the center. Under it'll be Ellis, who takes a couple of steps, and he makes the catch for the out. So a fly out into left, and now a fly out into center for Eilertson on the bump. And two outs, now it's Michael Gagliardi. So Gagliardi, the shortstop, gets the spot in the three-hole for Susquehanna. Sam Martucci, right fielder, will bat cleanup. Jack Cahill, DH, bats fifth. Sixth is C.J. Orrego. Gagliardi shows bunt, pulls it back. Pitch in the dirt for ball one. Tyler Himaleski, center fielder, bats seventh. Eighth is Joe Healy, the first baseman. And batting ninth for Denny Bowers is Griffin Shenman, the second baseman for Susquehanna. Bodie Eilertson will wind and fire on the 1-0. Swing and a miss on what looks to be a changeup. And the count evens at 1-1. Bodie Eilertson, the senior southpaw, gets the swing and a miss on a 1-1. It's now 1-2. First team All-Conference in 2023. 12 appearances, 8 starts last year. 3-2 record with a save in his stats as well. 1-2 upstairs, and the count evens at 2-2. 36 strikeouts in 12 appearances last year, including 9 against Worcester. 2-2, just a touch outside. Count will run full to Michael Gagliardi. Eilertson from Lawrenceville, Georgia, product of Grayson High School. 3-2, low and inside, ball four. Eilertson lost it, and it's the first base runner of the day for the Riverhawks. Gagliardi gets the free pass. 1 on, 2 outs, Sam Martucci. Left to right in the outfield for Piedmont today, Funk, Ellis, and Cade. Carlson, Connolly, Gilson, and Ryan. Left to right in the infield. Behind the dish is Ben Bodeau. First pitch to Martucci, swings, lifts it down the line and right, hooking foul. That'll end up in the right field terrace where a Piedmont fan makes a catch down the line and right. Nice catch, my friend. So an 0-1 count on Sam Martucci, who had to come into the game yesterday as a injury replacement. Back throw to first, not in time, and Martucci has to wait for his 0-1 count. Good crowd on hand today for this matchup between Piedmont and Susquehanna. A lot of fans down in the right field terrace, sitting where the sun is. 0-1. Fastball upstairs, and it's even at 1-1 on Martucci. A lot of fans down the line. And left and right, really nobody taking it in the seating bowl. Some fans behind home plate. Ball on a strike, a snap throw to first, a good throw, but it's just off the mark. Probably would have gotten Gagliardi as he was late back to the bag. And some of our wonderful Kannapolis season ticket holders down there in right field, taking the game in. 1-1. Breaking ball outside corner for strike two. Home plate umpire almost rung him up. but a good catch. That is strike two. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Martucci. Eilertson trying to get out of the inning. Ball and 2 strikes. Pitch delivered. Swinging a ground ball back up the middle. That'll squirt through. Base hit. Up to second goes Gagliardi. And it's the first base knock of the day for Susquehanna. A single up the middle from Martucci. And up to second goes Gagliardi. 2 on, 2 out. And Jack Cahill, the DH, gets a chance to step in. Two outs, Jack Cahill digs in with an opportunity to get Susquehanna at least portions of the way back into this game. Pitch on the way, a big swing and a miss for strike one on a Jack Cahill. Eilertson appearing today for Piedmont. He has pitched once already this year. And 1 start against Chapman. 5 2/3, 3 runs on 5 hits as Cahill swings. This one's in a shallow right. Gilsonen back from second, but Kate in from right makes the catch for the 3rd out, and that will conclude 1 inning of baseball here in Kannapolis for Game 1 of Day 2 of this D3 showcase. Game 1, Day 2, D3. Welcome back in just a moment. In the top of the 2nd, Connolly, Gilsonen, and Ellis, and we return on the Ballers Baseball Network and the Ballers YouTube page. Well, Piedmont put up a 3 spot in the top of the 1st. They'll look to replicate some of that same success here in the top of the 2nd as Zach Plank's first pitch is lifted into center, and it drops for a base knock as Ben Connolly is on base for the first time today with a line drive single into center. It'll now be Jack Gilsonen, second baseman, due up for Piedmont. So Gilsonen will dig in with a chance to get Piedmont rolling a little further with some offense. Here in this top of the 2nd. And this pitch runs up and in, and it'll plunk Gilsonen, so a hit by pitch. And just like that, both at-bat, both innings, I should say, the Piedmont Lions have had both of their first 2 batters reach base against this freshman pitcher and a Zach Plank. Back to the top of the order in Cole Ellis for the Piedmont Lions, who again on the season 4-0, looking to make it 5-0 today. Plank's first pitch delivered in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Arango for ball 1. Piedmont did not participate in the D3 showcase last year. They did finish 25-17, including 12-6 in their conference, where they did get eliminated after just 2 games in their conference tournament, Collegiate Conference of the South. 1-0 low and outside, and the count runs to 2-0 on Cole Ellis. They did play Christopher Newport University 3 times last year. That team up in Greensboro at that D3 showcase. 2-0 in the dirt, and Orrego blocks for now a 3-0 count on Cole Ellis. And they have a D3 showcase going on just to the north of us in Greensboro as well. Some good competition going on up there. 3-0 pitch. Oh, an outside ball 4, a 4-pitch walk, and the bases are juiced yet again for Piedmont as Connolly goes to third. Gilson into second, and Cole Ellis is on with a free pass. So a single, a hit by pitch, and now a walk. And out comes Susquehanna's coaching staff to see if they can talk some game into Zach Plank, who has struggled mightily here to start this one. Again, the 3rd annual D3 showcase here in Kannapolis, North Carolina. Kicking off the game schedule on this beautiful ballpark's field. We'll have some collegiate games throughout the month of March. And then Cannonballer season back on April 4th against the Hickory Crawdads. If you want to come out to a Cannonballers game this year, grab your tickets online, kcballers.com, 704-932-3267 to grab your Cannonballers tickets today. Cody Funk will dig in, and with bases loaded, nobody out. Zach Plank will work from the windup with bases juiced. Finds his own first pitch for strike one at 70 miles an hour. Much nicer a day out today than the last couple of days when it's just been absolutely bitter cold. Here in North Carolina, 0-1 from Plank. Breaking ball, and it's a beauty. Finds the zone, 0-2. Again, the D3 showcase here in Kannapolis, completely free. No tickets involved. Just walk in at either gate. 0-2, lifted foul. No tickets necessary. Completely free admission. And the concessions are open as well. So you can grab your favorite ballpark snacks, drinks. 0-2, pitch from Plank. This one squirts by the catcher, Orrego. Played the plate coming, a diving stop, and he's out! Connolly slid in trying to score, but a nice play by Orrego. Ends up diving after it to try to make the tag, and then confirmed he is out. A nice play by Orrego. And Cole Ellis ends up with the out recorded. So a runner on second, a runner on third. Pitch on the way to Funk is on the inside corner. 2-1 to Cody Funk. Time called, and now the infield umpire coming out. Nobody knows what the count is here in the infield, as Gilson is at third for sure. The runners will advance on the wild pitch. So Cody Funk is at the plate. Ellis able to advance, as well as Gilsonen. But a miscommunication on the count currently for Cody Funk. And here comes home plate umpire for Piedmont, and now they're going to say a 2-2 count on Cody Funk. So a 2-2 count, 2 on, 1 out for Funk. Plank set a look at second base. He'll snap a throw to second, and it gets by the second baseman into center, and that's going to allow Gilson to reach base. It'll be an error on the board for Plank, an E1 on the throw. Staying put at second is Cole Ellis. But the E1 allows Piedmont to add another on. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul tip off the mask of Arrigo. Count stays where it is. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Piedmont up to a solid 4-0 lead here early. Two-two pitch. Oh, and outside. Full count now. 3-2. Full count on Funk, who had a single his first time up against Plank. 1 on and 1 out. Payoff pitch. Oh, and outside, ball 4. And another walk issued by Plank here in this one. That makes it 3 walks issued by the freshman pitcher. And Trace Kate will get a chance to bat. 2 on and 1 out. And it's top of the second. Now time called, and Arrigo is going to go talk to his freshman pitcher. Trying to get some signals correct. And here comes pitching coach for Susquehanna. He'll come talk. And it looks like there is going to be a pitching change indeed as Denny Powers coming out. And here comes the new pitcher out of the pen. Zach Plank will see his day come to an end. After an inning and a third, he has given up 4 runs on 4 hits. An error on the board for Susquehanna. The Riverhawks will look for a new pitcher. We'll take a break, get you the details on the new arm when we come back here on the Ballers Baseball Network and the Ballers YouTube page. One freshman pitcher to another for Susquehanna. It'll be a 6'5", 230-pound righty from Honesdale, Pennsylvania. Nate Green takes over. His first pitch is off the plate and away for ball one to Trace Kate. That one in the dirt. Arrigo had to block it. So Nate Green enters for Zach Plank, who at the moment, final line for him, 1 inning and 1/3. 4 hits, 4 runs, but he's still responsible for the 2 runners on base at the moment, with 3 walks and 1 strikeout on the board as well, as Green will fire this one a second, not in time, to try to nab Cole Ellis, the lead runner. So Nate Green, the freshman, on for his first appearance in a Susquehanna uniform. Again, out of Honesdale High School in Pennsylvania. This one swung on by Kate, lifted into right, left, looking up, and that ball is gone. 3-run shot for Trace Kate, and Susquehanna has broken down early on with their pitching. Piedmont has broken the game open. It is now a total of 7-0 in this top of the second. Trace Kate with a home run here in this top half of the frame. It's a 3-run shot into left field. So now Zach Plank, responsible for 6 runs. Of those 7, just 5 hits still for Piedmont, as Jack Ryan digs in. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball catches the corner, and it's 0-1. So 6 runs. A 1 up and in to Jack Ryan, and now it's even at 1-1. Piedmont jumping ahead early here on Susquehanna in game 1 of day 2. 1-1. Green misses a touch outside. It's 2-1. There is already another arm warming for Susquehanna. From the wine, Green's pitch. Breaking ball upstairs, and it's now 3-1 to Jack Ryan. His first time up, he struck out looking against Zach Plank. Nate Green giving up a home run to start his day. 3-1 to Ryan. Upstairs over the head of Arrigo for ball 4. And the carousel wheels keep on turning here for Piedmont. 1 on, 1 out, and Kyle Carlson, third baseman, will dig in. So Carlson at a sac fly, his first time up. First pitch is off the plate for ball 1 for Kyle Carlson. Sac fly got the scoring started in that first inning for Piedmont off the bat of Carlson. There is a lefty tossing in Piedmont's pen. It's probably Eilertson still just staying warm. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch is blasted into left center. Trailing back is Himaleski, makes the catch for the out. And trailing back to first will be Ryan. So Kyle Carlson, 2 fly balls into center. This time, no production other than a out on the board. So 2 outs and a runner on for Carter Few, the DH. So 2 outs, Carter Few steps in. He had an RBI single and produced a pair of runs in the first. Pitch delivered low and outside, and the count is 1-0. Carter Few with that, again, RBI single, driving in a pair of runs. As Piedmont already off to a Solid start. Runner going on the 1-0. Outside of the plate. Snap throw in a second, and they got him. Great throw behind the dish by Orrego. And Ryan is nabbed at second on what is a 2-6 caught stealing. Few will bat in the third, and Piedmont has been batting around already today. 7-0 your score after 1.5. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It'll be Orrego, Himaleski, and Healy when we come back on the Ballers Baseball Network. Six, 7, 8 in the order for Susquehanna. C.J. Orrego faces off against the lefty Bodie Eilertson. First pitch is a touch inside to start the bottom of the second for ball one. 7-0 Piedmont over Susquehanna. It's been all Lions in this one over the Riverhawks. This one finds the zone inside corner, and the count evens at 1-1. Eilertson has been pretty sharp here in this one, as this one smoked foul by Orrego. Count runs to 1-2. And just the one appearance for Eilertson this year against Chapman. That was a week ago out in California. 1-2, this one lifted foul, and the count stays put where it is at 1-2. Eilertson has pitched in this field once before. He tossed 5 2/3 2 years ago in the first ever D3 showcase. This one up and away for a 2-2 count on C.J. Orrego. Against Washington and Lee, 8 hits in 5 2/3. 2 runs and 4 punch-outs. 2-2 on the outside corner. Ring him up, got him looking, called strike 3. Another strikeout. This time Bodie Eilertson in on the fun. Picks up the K, and with 1 out, it'll be Tyler Himaleski. Himaleski, the center fielder, digging in. From the line, first pitch from Eilertson as a touch outside for ball one. Himaleski yesterday producing for Susquehanna. Had a couple nice plays in the field that don't end up on the score sheet. 1-0 finds the corner, 1-1. And 8 hits in 5 2/3 in the only other game that Eilertson has played in this field. 1-1 on the way. Swung on, lifted foul on the right field line, and the count runs to 1-2. Again, a completely free admission, no tickets, no nothing. D3 showcase. 1-2 pitch in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Badeau. 2-2 on Himaleski. Completely free admission. And the concession stands are open. 2-2. Swung on, fouled off. Count stays put, 2-2. Himaleski at the plate, Joe Healy waiting on deck. Piedmont holding on to the commanding 7-0 lead, and the 2-2 swing and a miss at the plate. He struck him out. They're going to give him credit for the foul ball, though. Looks like Himaleski might have got a piece of it. Close call. Nonetheless, call made. It's still 2-2. Looked like Himaleski got a piece of it. 2-2 from Eilertson. Fastball inside, cornering him up, got him looking, called strike 3. Back-to-back punch-outs for Bodie Eilertson. 2 outs now after a back-to-back strikeouts for the lefty for Piedmont. Joe Healy digs in, looking to spark a 2-out rally for Susquehanna. First pitch swinging, first pitch missing. Joe Healy can't make contact. It's 0-1. Eilertson works from the line, pitch on the way in the 0-1. This one is a touch outside, and the count runs even at 1-1. Eilertson from the line, 1-1. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball, 1-2. Eilertson's only had to deal with 2 base runners so far today. A walk and a single in the first inning from Martucci with the single, and then Gagliardi had the walk. 1-2 to Healy. Breaking ball outside, cornering him up, got him looking, called strike 3. Eilertson strikes out the side looking, all 3 batters he sees, and we're through 2 innings here in Kannapolis. It'll be 7-0 Piedmont when we come back to the top of the third. Few, Badeau, and Connolly when we return to the Ballers Baseball Network and the Ballers YouTube. Well, Piedmont's been having fun at the plate. They're up 7-0 after 2. Top of the third we go here at Atrium Ballpark in Kannapolis, North Carolina. It is still Nate Green on the bump for Susquehanna. He'll look to keep the Piedmont Lions at bay here in this third inning. First pitch outside for ball 1. Carter Few digs in, Ben Badeau, Ben Connolly to follow in the order for Piedmont. This one fouled off on the 1-0. It's 1-1. Carter Few, first time up, that RBI single, producing 2 runs for Piedmont back in that first inning. 1-1 from Green. Just a touch outside, and the count runs to 2-1. Lions with 7 runs on 5 hits. It's been a pretty dominant showing early. Again, the run rule is 10 runs after 7 innings. This one upstairs for now a 3-1 count on Carter Few. We had a run rule game last night. Berry College run ruling Swarthmore with a 11-1 showing in the bottom of the 8th inning, getting that 10-run lead. As Few takes a hack on the 3-1, lifted foul. had the green light, but can't keep it in the yard. It's 3-2. Full count, nobody out. In this top half of the third, Piedmont looking for more. Green works from the wide, he'll fire, payoff pitch. Ground ball to second. Shenman will field on a routine grounder, and on to first he goes for the out. 4-3 on the ground out, and Carter Few is sat down. He's now 1-4-2 today. Ben Badeau digs in, and he'll step in with one out of the board, and no runners on base. Badeau has appeared once this season. He's 1-for-3 with a double in his first game of this 2025 campaign. Again, Piedmont's played a few games already. They're 4-0 to start this season. This one upstairs for ball one. 1-0 count with one out in this top of the third. Green works from the line, pitch delivered. Fastball is outside. 2-0 on Carter Few. On Ben Badeau. Badeau, the catcher, 1-for-3 as mentioned with a double. He did strike out once in that game he appeared in against Chapman. This one laced down the line. 2-1 the count on Badeau. Green winds and fires. This one lined in a left, foul ball. That'll end up down the line and hit off the siding of the Wayne Brothers picnic area. On the left field side again, the Wayne Brothers picnic area, one of our biggest group spaces here at the ballpark, a maximum of about 300 people down there. So if you have a pretty sizable company and you want to bring them out for a employee appreciation outing, a group outing, a family get-together, there's your spot. 2-2 swinging to this. Nate Green found his spot. He finds the zone, and Badeau can't make contact. The strikeout is recorded. 2 outs now, and Ben Connolly gets a chance to bat. With 2 outs, nobody on base. Cool part with that Wayne Brothers picnic area as well, you get all that unlimited free food down there. Once you have your ticket down there, this one's lowered inside for ball one. You get hamburgers, hot dogs, all the fixins, all the toppings. Nothing better than that. They say a hot dog at the ballpark is better than a steak at the Ritz, and I have to agree. 1-0 is low for ball two. I'm not paid to agree. I fully, wholeheartedly agree with that. Just don't put ketchup on a hot dog. That's nasty. 2 outs with a 2-0 count on Ben Connolly. This one finds the zone at 82 on the inside corner, 2-1. The only 2 acceptable hot dog condiments are mustard and relish, unless you're going for one of those specialty, Chicago dog, a Carolina dog, whatever you want. 2-1. This one fouled back to me. Thank goodness for the protective netting, or you'd have had a pretty loud thud, and you would not hear the sounds of Dan Haloti on the mic today for Game 1 of the D3 Showcases Day 2. 2-2. Soft tapper to first. Healy's going to make the tough play. Flips to first. Green can't hold on to the ball. Pretty tough play all around. A weak dribbler to first. And regardless, Green can't make the play. And we'll go base hit for Piedmont on that play. So Piedmont adds another hit to their total. It'll be an infield single for Connolly, and Gilsonen will now bat. Also, I'm just going to make this note. Did I just hear some Sabrina Carpenter on the speakers in here at the ballpark? Snap through to first. This one, it's wild and out of the reach of Healy. On his horse and headed for third as Connolly. Throw comes in, and Connolly will pull up at third. It'll be an E1 on the play, so an error on the pitcher in a green allows Connolly to head up to third base on the throw. So second error of the day for Susquehanna. Both have been errors on the pitcher for errant throws. Green sets 1-0. Oh, and outside for what is a 2-0 count. Six hits for Piedmont, one for Susquehanna, two errors for the Riverhawks, and a 7-0 game for Piedmont. Two outs, pitch delivered, fastball upstairs. Gilsonen stares at it all the way. It was up on his chin. The count is 3-0. Riverhawks do have an arm warming in the pen in the first base side. 3-0. Gilsonen stares at it all the way, and they'll have the green light with a 3-1 count. Three balls and a strike. Gilsonen hit by a pitch his last time at the plate. Pitch on the way. Outside, ball four. Free pass issued to Gilsonen. Second time he is awarded first base today. First for wearing one, and now for watching four. Now Denny Bowers out to chat, and likely the end of the day for Nate Green. We'll see how short his leash is, as we'll have a likely new arm coming for the Riverhawks. Can't imagine Nate Green will see too much more action. And indeed, we will have a pitching change for Susquehanna. So Nate Green's day is done. We'll get the totals up for you and get you the info on the new pitcher when we come back here on the Ballers Baseball Network and the Kannapolis Cannonballers YouTube page. Well, Jaden Bushler will take over for Susquehanna here in this top half of the third. This one is off the plate to Cole Ellis for ball one. Jaden Bushler, 6'1" righty, 180 pounds, another freshman. So 3 freshman pitchers today for the Susquehanna Riverhawks. It's been one of those days. They've had kind of a lopsided affair here, 7-0 Piedmont over Susquehanna. A couple of freshman arms, though, getting to show off what they can do. As a check on the runner at first is not in time. Inning and a third for Nate Green. He did give up a couple of hits on his day, still responsible for the 2 runners on. 1-0 in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Arrigo. So Cole Ellis has a 2-0 count. Ellis, a single and a walk on the day today. Bushler's pitch, a breaking ball catches the corner, and the count is 2 balls and a strike on a Cole Ellis, the center fielder for Piedmont. Connolly at third, Gilson at first. Bushler's pitch, a check swing, a sword, if I dare say. And he gets him swinging at that one, so it's 2-2. Bushler from West Springfield High School in Springfield, Virginia. Righty listed as an infielder and a pitcher. 2-2. Lifted down the line and right, hooking, foul. Lands on the warning track down in front of the right field terrace. And the count stays put there at 2-2. Jaden Bushler, again a freshman pitcher. Zach Plank, Nate Green, and now Jaden Bushler. 3 freshman righties making their debut here for Susquehanna in Game 2 of their season. Two balls and 2 strikes, pitched to Ellis, lifted high and foul. Count stays put at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, we're in the top of the third here. Piedmont up 7-0. And what's been kind of a snail's pace game, a lot of that has been Piedmont just absolutely dominating at the plate as of late. 2-2. Oh, and outside a close pitch. But Ellis lays off with ease. Full count, 2 outs. Cody Funk, the batter, waiting on deck. Bushler set. Runner goes 3-2, lifted high and foul. Count stays put right there at 3-2. In Game 2, about 2:30 today. For the middle portion of the day. And the nightcap tonight, sure to entertain. 3-2 upstairs for ball 4. Free pass issue to Cole Ellis, his second walk of the day. Up to second goes Gilson, and so now a single, a walk, and a walk have manufactured bases juiced for Cody Funk. In the middle game today, it'll be Washington and Lee and Swarthmore. Ball in the dirt, Orego blocks. And the count is 1-0. Washington and Lee and Swarthmore at 2:30 today. And then Berry College against Pfeiffer at 6 o'clock tonight. 1-0 count, pitch on the way. Fastball inside. And the count stays to 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Bushler's pitch to Funk, low and away for ball 3. Bushler's had some trouble finding the zone here in his first appearance as a Riverhawk. Piedmont has been no joke. They've been one of the more impressive teams in this showcase already as Funk draws a bases loaded walk. To second goes Ellis. Gilson in the third. Connolly will score, and it is now 8-0 in favor of Piedmont as Funk draws the free pass. So 3 batters in a row have walked for Piedmont. And now Trace Kate, 7th batter of the inning, will stand in. First pitch to Kate, who homered his last time up, is lifted foul. That'll end up in the seats for strike 1. Kate had a 3-run homer into left field his last time to the plate. That was against Nate Green. Pitch to Kate is inside. Ball 1 to the Piedmont right fielder. 1-1 pitch is just a touch outside, didn't miss by much. 2-1 to Trace Kate. Now a lefty up tossing for Susquehanna down in the bullpen. Looks like it could be Evan Applegate. 2-1 up and away, now 3-1. And Piedmont is 1 out away, 1 ball away from making it a 9-run lead. 3-1. Hard ground ball through past the second baseman into right base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes a second up to third, and they're going to try to make it bases clearing. It will be a bases clearing RBI double, a 3 RBI double for Trace Kate, who's up to now 6 RBI on the day. Kate is at second, and everybody comes around to score. Gilson, Ellis, and Funk all cross the plate, and Piedmont commands a lead of now 11-0 in this top half of the third. Jack Ryan digs in with 2 outs and a runner on. So Piedmont has reached an 11-0 lead. Pitch on the way on the outside corner, and the count works to 0-1. Oh, 1 on the outside corner, and the count works to 0-2. Nothing and 2 on Jack Ryan, who struck out and walked today. Runner on second is Cade, who's already got 6 RBI today. 0-2. This one is outside and dug up by Orego. Susquehanna going with 3 freshman righties, and Piedmont has eaten them alive early in this game. 1-2. Hard ground ball to second, scooped by Shenman. He'll flip to first in time, and it's a 4-3 ground out for out number 3. That will do it for this top of the third, but damage is done. Piedmont with 4 more runs. They lead 11-0 after 2.5. Bottom of the third, it'll be Shenman, Ayers, and Rossi for the Susquehanna Riverhawks, and we come back on the Ballers Baseball Network. 9-1-2 due up for Susquehanna here in this bottom half of the third. This one's gotten ugly quickly. Piedmont up 11-0 in this bottom of the third. Eilertson on the bump for the Piedmont Lions. He has been masterful so far. First pitch to Shenman is nubbed foul, and the count is 0-1. Griffin Shenman, Owen Ayers, Tony Rossi, the 3 due up for Susquehanna here in this bottom half of the third. 0-1 pitch to Shenman is upstairs from the lefty. The count is 1-1. And there is an arm tossing down the line for Susquehanna. They've already used 3 pitchers. We'll see if they use a 4th. This one fouled off. Count is 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. On Griffin Shenman, the second baseman, sophomore from Rumson, New Jersey, grounds this one to third. To his left, Carlson eats it up on the first, over the head of the first baseman, Ryan, and it'll be a E5 on the play, so an error on the throw for the third baseman, and Griffin Shenman will reach base on what is a E5, so 1 on, nobody out, and top of the order, Owen Ayers digs in. So 3 errors on the board. 2 for Susquehanna and 1 for Piedmont now. Eilertson has to deal with a runner on. First pitch to the leadoff batter, Owen Ayers, is off the plate for ball 1. Ayers at the top of the order digging in. Pitch on the way from Eilertson. This one's wide for a ball. Runner on is Shenman. Eilertson working from the stretch on the third base side of the rubber, trying to stretch out the zone. 1-1. Check swing, and he goes around on it for strike 2. Owen Ayers with a fly out his first time up. One-two from the lefty. Fastball just a touch outside for ball 2. Didn't miss by much. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Owen Ayers, the left fielder, junior from West Caldwell, New Jersey. A lot of students from New Jersey on this Susquehanna roster. 2-2 delivered. Breaking ball, just a touch inside. Eilertson thought he had strike 3. So a full count after what was a 1-1 count. Check throw over to first, not in time. So full count, nobody out. Ayers at the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup favors Eilertson. Pitch on the way, swung on a mile-high pop-up. This will end up in the infield, foul territory. Ryan after it. Eilertson there to back him up, but Ryan makes the catch in foul territory for the out. It's a P3 in the book for out number 1. Again, had that error not been committed, that would have been out number 2. But 1 on, 1 out for Tony Rossi. Rossi stands in, 1 on, 1 out. Eilertson set. A look at first, pitch delivered. Low for ball 1. 1-0 count on Tony Rossi. Rossi with a fly out his first time up. Big 6'5" righty bat. Getting batted over 400 last year for Susquehanna. This one wide for a ball 2. Two-0 count, lefty Eilertson on the mound against Rossi. This 2-0 nudges the corner, and it's 2-1. 11-0 your score. Piedmont over Susquehanna. 2-1 pitch. just a touch outside. 3-1 now to Rossi. Again, trying to work the corners on Rossi. Don't want to give him something to hit. 3-1, a snap throw over. Three-one pitch from Eilertson off the plate, ball 4. Rossi will reach base. Eilertson with the free pass of Tony Rossi. Just the second walk of the day for Piedmont's starting arm. And Bodie Eilertson. 2 on, 1 out. Michael Gagliardi digs in. So Gagliardi bats 2 on, 1 out. And a force at any of the bases except home. Swing and a miss for strike 1 on Gagliardi. Beautiful day for baseball. 0-1 count with 1 out. Eilertson's pitch, big swing, big miss. For strike 2, Gagliardi walked his first time up. Far from a walk scenario here. He has been very aggressive early on in this at-bat. Beautiful mid to late February Saturday afternoon here in Kannapolis. 0-2. Eilertson tried to nibble the corner. Instead, it's ball 1. He tried to nibble the corner like my dog with my cheeseburger the other night at dinner. Two on, 1 out, a 1-2 count. Eilertson's pitch. Hard line drive. That squirts through and a left for a base hit. Stop sign given to the lead runner. And Shenman is at third. Rossi up to second. A station single for Gagliardi. Just the second hit of the day for Susquehanna. And the other guy who has got a hit for the Riverhawks stands currently at the plate. It is Sam Martucci. So Martucci will bat with bases loaded and 1 out. Pitch on the way to Martucci. A check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, says our first base umpire. And the count is 0-1. Bases loaded, 1 out. Martucci, first time up, singled. Oh, 1 on the way. Big swing and a miss. 0-2 on Sam Martucci. Who did go around on that first pitch, and then obviously watch that one from Eilertson. 1 out. Forcing any base here. Piedmont trying not to have their backs against the wall too much. 0-2. Fastball upstairs. Count will run to 1-2. Pitch from Eilertson, a ground ball past the outstretched glove of the shortstop, Connolly in the left. 1 run will score, and that is it. It's just again another station single. Martucci with the RBI base knock. Shenman scores. Rossi to third. Gagliardi to second. Martucci has the RBI single. That will keep bases loaded and 1 out for Jack Cahill. And time called, and out comes The coaching staff for Piedmont, they're going to get a conversation in here as Piedmont and Susquehanna squaring off here. Bottom three, Piedmont up 11-1 in the bottom of the third. Susquehanna starting to threaten here and make it a ball game. So Cahill will bat, bases juiced for Susquehanna with one out. One out, pitch on the way from Eilertson. This one's up and away for ball one. Piedmont suddenly looking like they're in a touch of trouble. Susquehanna putting up a good fight here. 1-0 from Eilertson. Big swing to big miss on a breaking ball upstairs. 1-1. Rossi is at third. Gagliardi at second. Martucci at first after the RBI single. Swing from Cahill. This one into left field. Down the line. Foul ball. Lands on the concourse. Cahill got a piece of that one, but it is lifted well foul. So we'll see one at a 1-2 on Jack Cahill, the DH for Susquehanna. Junior outfielder from New City, New York. 6'4". Righty bat, Jack Cahill. Eilertson from the stretch. 1-2. Sharp ground ball. Diving stop at third by Carlson. On to second. Throw goes wild and a right. Rossi will score. Here comes Gagliardi. Into third goes Martucci. Throw comes in, and it'll be another error, this time on the throw from the third baseman in Carlson. So Rossi will cross the plate. Gagliardi did third. Gagliardi scores on that. Martucci's up to third. And Cahill reaches on what is a fielder's choice. So no hit on the play at all. Gagliardi will come around on what is a E5. So second error of the day for Piedmont. Again, no hit in that whole play. Check on the runner and Cahill, who's at first on the fielder's choice. It is a now 11-3 ball game. As Gagliardi and Rossi both came around to score. Eilertson gets a swing and a miss from Arrego for strike one. A 1 pitch, fastball upstairs. Eilertson trying to get him to swing and miss, but it's high for ball one. There is now a righty tossing for Piedmont in the bullpen. Susquehanna putting up a good fight. 1-1, swing and a miss on a changeup. 1-2. Arrego struck out looking his first time up against Eilertson. We're in this now portion of the lineup that struck out in order to Eilertson back in the second. 1-2. This one fouled off. A piece of it is had. And that is it. 1-2 still the count. One-two pitch. This one grounded up the middle into center base knock. Martucci will score Up to second, Cahill, and C.J. Arrego has an RBI single. That'll drive a run in for Susquehanna. 11-4 now the score here in this bottom of the third. Susquehanna's put up a 4 spot. 11-4 your ball game with Tyler Himaleski digging in, the 8th batter of the inning for the Riverhawks. Eilertson suddenly is looking a lot more human. Initially, this game was looking a lot better than his opponents could match, as Himaleski gets a bunt down, but it's lands foul. And the count is 0-1. Himaleski trying to lay the bunt down and get the runners moving, but it pops over the head of everyone and lands foul. Oh, 0-1 your count. And Riney tossing in the bullpen for Piedmont a little quicker. Eilertson's pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Eilertson able to stop it with a glove hand. Snap throw to first. In time he gets the out. Runners will move up. Arrego to second and Cahill to third. But no runs will cross the plate. Otherwise, probably would have had Eilertson not been able to make the snag on the 1-3 put out. So now 2 outs in the inning. And Joe Healy, the 9th batter of the frame, will stand in for Susquehanna. So Joe Healy digs in. The runners at second and third. First pitch, big swing and a foul ball. That'll end up down in the seats for strike 1. Oh, 0-1 count on Joe Healy, who struck out looking his first time up against Eilertson. Pitch on the way, big swing and a fly ball right field. Kate will take a couple steps to his left, under and makes the grab for the out, and that will complete inning number 3 here at Atrium Health Ballpark, with Susquehanna storming back for a 4-piece in the bottom of the third. It's now 11-4 Lions over the Riverhawks. We'll go to the 4th. Carlson, Few, and Badeau when we return for the Lions on the Ballers Baseball Network and Kannapolis' YouTube. Still Jaden Bushler on the bump for the Susquehanna Riverhawks. Kyle Carlson digs in. Ball 1 here in this top of the 4th. 11-4 Piedmont over Susquehanna here in day 2, game 1 of the D3 showcase. 1-1 your count on Carlson, who is 0 for 2 today. He did drive in a run in the first on a sac fly. This one up and away for ball 2. Two-one. This one lifted foul. And the count stays to 2-2. Kyle Carlson, third baseman for Piedmont, a senior from Marietta, Georgia. Listed at 6'4". Against Jaden Bushler, one of 3 freshman righties to touch the mound for Susquehanna today. This one is outside for ball 3. A full count, top 4, nobody out. Bushler's pitch. Carlson swings, gets a piece of it. It lands foul. And the count is 3-2. Full count on Carlson with Bushler, who entered in the 3rd inning, gave up a couple of walks, a double, but then induced the ground out. 3-2. Carlson swings a foul tip in and out of the mid of Arrego. And we'll see another one at 3-2. Get a lefty up tossing for Susquehanna down the line. It is Evan Applegate. 3-2. Swing and a miss at the plate. He struck him out, and Jaden Bushler has his first collegiate strikeout. Out number 1 is had in this top half of the 4th, and now Carter Few stands in the DH. So Carter Few will bat with 1 out in this top half of the 4th. Few has got an RBI single and a ground out to the second baseman, Shenman. In the 3rd for ball 1 on Carter Few. Bushler working mainly in the mid-80s. And the product of West Springfield High School. This one is inside for ball 2. Two and 0 your count. 1 out, pitch delivered, low and inside. Ball 3 on Carter Few. This one delivered is inside for ball 4. And now Carter Few will reach base for the 2nd time today with a free pass, a 1-out walk. 3rd walk of the day for Bushler. And now Ben Badeau will stand in. First pitch to Badeau is in and out of the glove of Arrigo, a block. It'll be a wild pitch. That'll move the runner to second. Carter Few will get the wild pitch and the advancement on the play. So Badeau now has a 1-0 count. 0 for 2 today, a fly out and a strikeout for Ben Badeau. Badeau making his first appearance of this D3 showcase. Freshman catcher from Marietta, Georgia. This one off the plate for ball 2. And Piedmont University from down in Georgia. This one just misses for ball 2. 2-1 your count on Badeau. Piedmont University in Demorest, Georgia, up in the Blue Ridge Mountains area. This one is off the plate for ball 3. Piedmont University in the mountains of Georgia. Pitch on the way from Bushler. This one low and outside, ball 4. And that'll be another free pass issued. Badeau will take the walk, and now Ben Connolly digs in, 2 for 2 today with a couple of singles. Connolly 2 for 2, a pair of singles, also scoring a run. Swings first pitch, this one's in a center. Himaleski back a couple steps under and makes the grab. Throw comes in from center towards third, and no play at third. It'll be few reaching third. So runners on the corners and now 2 outs. And 9-hole batter Jack Gilsonen will stand in. So Jack Gilsonen will stand in, hit by pitch, and a walk today. First pitch from Bushler, well outside for ball 1, blocked by Arrigo. Susquehanna from up in Pennsylvania. In Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania. Snap throw over to first, not in time. They are right along the Susquehanna River. Kind of in the middle of that triangle of State College, Harrisburg, and Scranton. This one is low and away for ball 2. Kind of right up the river from Harrisburg. And just east of State College, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions. 2-0, ground ball towards third, lands foul, and it's 2-1 on Jack Gilsonen. And good crowd on hand, enjoying this free baseball action here in Kannapolis. Pitch on the way, Gilsonen will watch that one hit the corner for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Piedmont up by a score of 11-4. 2-2 on the way. Just a touch outside. And we'll see a full count offering for Gilsonen. Bushler set, trying to get out of the inning unscathed. 3-2. Inside corner, ring him up, got him looking, called strike 3. And Jaden Bushler picks up a pair of strikeouts in this inning, and he'll leave 2 runners stranded here in this 4th inning. We'll go now into the bottom of the 4th. 11-4, still your score. We'll be right back on the Ballers Baseball Network. It'll be Shenman, Ayers, and Rossi when we return. Bodie Eilertson back on the mound, still going away at it in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch is off the plate. Just catches the corner for Griffin Shenman. Strike one on the board, 0-1. Pitch on the way from Bodie, swing and a miss again. And it's 0-2 to Griffin Shenman. And Shenman, Ayers, and Rossi. A 3-2 up here for Susquehanna. Big swing in the 0-2. Shenman gets piece of it, but it lands foul, and it's still 0-2. There is a right-hander tossing down the line and left for Piedmont. 0-2 from Eilertson. Fastball just a touch outside, not by much. 1-2 now, Bodie Eilertson. Just grinding away on it on the bump. 3 punch-outs on his day. He's allowed 4 runs on 4 hits. This one up and away for a 2-2 count. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Griffin Shenman, who's 0 for 0 today. He swings on this one, lifted foul. Good stay in play, and after and making the catch is Ryan for a P3 in the book for out number 1. So Griffin Shenman now 0 for 2. He reached on an error his first time up here. He's the victim of a pop-out in foul territory for out number 1. Top of the order, Owen Ayers due up for the Susquehanna Riverhawks. Lefty-lefty matchup. Eilertson finds his own for strike 1. An 0-1 count on Owen Ayers. 0 for 2. A fly out and a pop out as this one up in the chinny chin chin. And the count is 1-1 on Owen Ayers. 1-2. Excuse me, 1-1. This one's outside, so a 2-1 count on Owen Ayers. Pretty straightaway defensive setup for the leadoff batter. Eilertson works quick. 2-1 finds the zone. And it's 2-2. Bodie Eilertson messing with the timing. As soon as Ayers is in the box, ready to go, he's offering the pitch. 2-2 on the way. Fastball a touch low, and the count runs full. Bodie Eilertson has looked pretty sharp today. 3-2. This one smoked in the air, high in the air to left. Backtracking is Funk, fighting the sun, and he makes the funky catch for out number 2. An F7 for the second out. And Eilertson has sat down his last 4 batters. It'll be Tony Rossi stepping in. First pitch to Rossi, cracked into right center. Giving chase is Ellis to his left, and he battles the sun. First pitch to Rossi, and catch made for the third out. A 1-2-3 frame on the mound for Eilertson after 4 productive innings on the bump. He does go through it and gets the job done. 1-2-3 down go the Riverhawks. It'll be top of the order, Ellis, Funk, and Kate for Piedmont when we come back here in the Ballers Baseball Network. Top of the order, Cole Ellis leads it off for the Piedmont Lions, who are up 11-4. Top of the fifth here in this morning cap of the D3 Showcase Day 2. This one is in there for a called strike, 0-1 on Cole Ellis. Ellis, Funk, and Kate will bat. The three of them have recorded quite a bit of offense today. 0-1 is low for ball one to Cole Ellis. The three batters at the top of the order, Ellis, Funk, and Cade, have combined for 8 runs of the 11 on the board for Piedmont. 1-1 up and away for ball two. Ellis has walked twice, and he has gotten a single. That single was in the first at-bat of the game. Still Jaden Bushler on the bump for Susquehanna. This 2-1 misses up and in for ball three. So a 3-1 count on Cole Ellis with Funk waiting on deck. Also the same line. Pair of walks and a single. 3-1. Oh, and inside ball four. Third walk of the day for Cole Ellis here in this top half of the fifth. Draws the free pass. And now Cody Funk will stand in for Piedmont, looking to get some more offense rolling. Funk a single and a pair of walks. He lays a bunt down. It's a beauty. Orego will field. Throw to first. He's safe. Infield single for Cody Funk. Picks up the infield bunt base hit. It was a sacrifice effort, but he gets the bunt single out of it. And Trace Kate will dig in. No error at all on that play. It was a really nice play in the infield by Orego. Got the throw over. Cody Funk shows off the wheels. And now Trace Kate digs in. He's got 6 RBI today, with a 3-run homer and a bases-clearing RBI double. Runners going. First pitch of the plate, a strike. Snap throw to second, in and out of the glove of the second baseman, Shinman. And it's a double steal executed to perfection for Ellis and Funk. So Trace Kate now doesn't have to worry about the double play ground ball. You can just put a ball in play and see what happens. Corners will play in. Pitch to Cade is up and in for ball one. 1-1 your count. And Piedmont has shown all day they can put numbers on the board in a pretty quick fashion. 1-1. Low one outside. Orego has to get on his knees and make the block. Count is 2-1. Two balls and a strike on Trace Kate. A walk, a home run, and a double on his day. He swings on the ground ball 2-1 towards short. Gagliardi will field. Throw to first is in time for the out. So there's out number 1, but it does produce another RBI as Cole Ellis will score on the play. To third goes Funk, and it's an RBI 6-3 ground out for Trace Kate for out number 1. Your score is now 12-4. Piedmont on top, and Jack Ryan digs in with a runner on third and 1 down. So Jack Ryan, a strikeout, a walk, and a 4-3 ground out. Takes strike one from Jaden Bushler, who has now allowed a run. That's his third run allowed. 0-1. Swung on, belted in the air to center. Hemileski backtracking. This should bring the run home, as tagging from third will be Funk. And indeed a sacrifice fly for Jack Ryan. Plates another one for the Piedmont Lions. 2 outs on the sac fly. And Funk comes around to score. Kyle Carlson, nobody on base, 2 outs. And Piedmont back to a 9-run lead. So now 4 runs charged to Bushler. 2 outs, first pitch to Kyle Carlson, catches the corner, 0-1. 6 runs charged in total to Zach Plank. Nate Green has charged for 3 and 4. Now to Bushler as Rossi giving chase, looking for it, and can't find the pop-up in foul territory. That one lands in the seats. 0-2. Kyle Carlson stays at the plate. 0-2. Carlson today, a sac fly. Fly out in the center and a strikeout. So he has yet to find his way on base in today's contest. Bushler set, 0-2 to Carlson. Swing and a miss at the plate. He struck him out. And Carlson down on strikes for the second time today. And Bushler has another strikeout. That would be his 3rd of his day. That'll do it for the top half of the 5th. Piedmont adds another 2. It's 13-4 your score. Bottom half of the 5th. We'll be right back. Gagliardi, Martucci, and Cahill for the Riverhawks when we come back on the Ballers Baseball Network. First pitch to Gagliardi, a swing and a ground ball, and 1 pitch, 1 out. Ryan sits down Gagliardi on what is a 3 unassisted on the weak dribbler towards first. A 3-U for Gagliardi is out number 1. Still Bodie Eilertson on the bump for the Piedmont Lions. Now Sam Martucci gets another chance to bat with nobody on base, 1 out. Bottom 5, Piedmont up 13-4 here in Kannapolis. Pleasure to have you join us today. Dan Helodio on the call for Game 1 of Day 2 of the D3 Showcase. First pitch to Martucci, in there for a called strike, 0-1. Eilertson from the wide. Martucci, a line drive softly into center. And Sam Martucci, 3 for 3 day at the plate, is able to reach base yet again. This time he's on base with a line drive single, and Jack Cahill will dig in for the Susquehanna Riverhawks. Eilertson 2 outs away from being eligible for the win as Cahill swings and misses for strike 1. And the losing pitcher at the moment would be Plank. Winning pitcher, if the game ended right now, would be Eilertson, as Piedmont hasn't reached in their bullpen yet. 0-2 count as Cahill took a healthy hack. Snap throw to first, and back in safely is Martucci. Nothing in 2 here count. Eilertson from the stretch, pitch delivered, low and outside. Cahill watches that one just sail a little outside for ball 1. Eilertson in looking for the signs as the church bells ring around the corner from us here in Kannapolis' Atrium Health Ballpark. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Eilertson's pitch, swing and a miss at the plate. He struck him out. A breaking ball fooled him, and Bodie Eilertson has picked up another strikeout, his 4th of the day. 2 outs, and now 1 out away from an eligibility for the win in the scorebook. And now C.J. Arrego stands in for Susquehanna. Arrego digging in, pitch on the way, swing and a miss on another breaking ball for strike 1. 0-1 your count with 2 outs. Runner at first is Martucci. Eilertson will offer the pitch to home, and he slips on the mound, and this is just outside for ball 1. Ball and a strike, pitch to Arrego. Just on the outside corner, Eilertson nails it on the corner for strike 2. As we've got a visitor up here in the broadcast booth, Miss Casey Betty. Baller's Bat Dog making a visit as Arrego flies this one into left on the run. Funk makes the catch for the out, and that completes inning number 5 here in Kannapolis as we're through 5. 13-4, Piedmont on top. We'll be right back after this short break. It'll be Few, Badeau, and Connolly due up for the Piedmont Lions. Susquehanna's dug back into the bullpen. It's Evan Applegate, the lefty, 6 foot, 180-pound sophomore from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, a product of Liberty High School, as Evan Applegate becomes the first non-freshman pitcher today for Susquehanna. It is a 13-4 game. Piedmont is ahead. Susquehanna looking to dig out of a pretty big hole as a line drive to short caught by Gagliardi off the bat of Carter Few. L6 in the book for one down. Ben Badeau digs in as the catcher, a fly out, a strikeout, and a walk. So Evan Applegate digs in for his first appearance of the year. Last year, 10 appearances, 1 start. 0-0 with a 6.87 ERA. 18 in the third innings, 13 walks, 10 strikeouts. He allowed 14 runs. First pitch to Ben Badeau upstairs. And the count is 1-0. Evan Applegate, the lefty, again from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Sophomore for Susquehanna, as this ball is grounded into left base hit. A sharp hit ground ball. Makes it 1 on and 1 out now for Piedmont. And the Lions looking to threaten here. Ben Connolly digs in. 2 for 3 day. Connolly stands in. First pitch, big swing and a big miss for strike 1 against Evan Applegate. And no season appearances yet for him. His last time he pitched in a uniform for Susquehanna, he does not pitched in this ballpark before. And made a few appearances last season. This one outside for ball 1. Pitched at York in Pennsylvania, 2 1/3 innings. His career long is 3 innings back on last March 26th against Juniata. 1-1 from Applegate. Big swing and a fly ball down the line in left. Line's foul. And the count is 1-2. And today, Connolly 2 for 3. He scored 1 run back in the third. One ball and 2 strikes. A good lead at first for Badeau. Pitch delivered lefty-lefty matchup. This one's popped up at third. Rossi under it will make the catch for the out. And it's a P5 in the scorebook for Ben Connolly. He's out number 2. And now Jack Gilsonen stands in. 1 on and 2 outs. So Evan Applegate, the 4th pitcher of the day for Susquehanna. First lefty and first non-freshman arm. First pitch finds his zone, 0-1. Evan Applegate has never allowed a home run in his collegiate career. In fact, batter last time here, the single for Badeau, that was his 100th batter faced of his collegiate career. Still a long way to go. And the career for Applegate as a Susquehanna Riverhawk. And relieving Jaden Bushler, who gave up 4 runs on 2 hits with 5 walks in 2 1/3 innings for Susquehanna. And what's been kind of a struggle bus for the Riverhawks on the bump today, Applegate looking to provide some stability. 0-2 to Gilsonen, ground ball to second, scooped by Shenman onto first, and a relatively clean inning all around for Evan Applegate. Does get the single on the board, but no runs on one hit with no errors and one left on. That'll send us into the bottom half of the sixth. Piedmont up 13-4. We'll take a break and be right back here on the Ballers Baseball Network and the Cannonballers YouTube. Tyler Himaleski leads it off for Susquehanna. It's the collegiate debut of Andrew Miserly on the bump for the Piedmont Lions. His first pitch is inside to Himaleski, who showed punt and pulled it back for a ball one. Miserly gets the appearance today. 5'10" righty from Roswell, Georgia. A business finance major, a freshman for Piedmont. There's a 2-0 count now against Tyler Himaleski. Healy and Shenman to follow. Here in this bottom of the sixth. 13-4, Piedmont on top. Himaleski shows bunt, pulls it back as that one finds the zone for now a 2-1 count. Miserly relieving a Bodie Eilertson, who goes 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Miserly's pitch finds the zone of the 2-1, now 2-2. All 4 of those runs in the third for Susquehanna actually turning out to be unearned because of the amount of errors. So this one foul tipped off the bat of Himaleski. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Eilertson coming back with a 1-2-3 frame in the fourth, and then the fifth came up the 1 hit, but stranded the runner, and it looked pretty good. 2-2, and Miserly has his first strikeout as a Piedmont Lion, 1 down. And digging in is Healy. So Himaleski swung and missed, and Miserly has his first punch out. Hit of Miserly, dilly. Joe Healy steps in, a swing and a miss for strike 1. Healy, the first baseman, 0 for 2. Senior from the Bronx. Just a bit outside for a ball 1. Miserly, again, a business finance major, graduated from Roswell High School in 2024, again, just north of Atlanta. 1-1. Just outside for now a 2-1 count. Two one on the way to Healy. Inside for ball 3. Hitters count for Healy. Miserly works exclusively from the stretch. 3-1 swing and a miss. Had the green light, now count runs full at 3-2. So full count, 1 out. Healy looking for the opportunity. 3-2 pitch. Line drive up the middle, base hit. And first base runner of the 6th inning for Susquehanna as the Riverhawks find a base runner here in the bottom half. And Griffin Shedman stands in with a 1-on, 1-out. First pitch, swing and a foul tip off the bat of Griffin Shedman for strike 1. Couple of good first pitch strikes here for Andrew Miserly. A 1-pitch fastball, just a touch outside, didn't miss by much at 85 miles an hour. And the count is 1-1. Swung on this one, belted in the 1-1 into center, caught by Ellis on the fly out for Shedman. Retreating to first will be Healy for out number 2. Top of the order, Owen Ayers will get a chance to bat. With 2 outs and nobody on base. Ayers, well, watch the first pitch, just a touch inside for ball 1. This pitch from Miserly just a bit inside, didn't miss by much at all. 2-0 your count on Owen Ayers. 0 for 3, a couple of flyouts and a pop out for the leadoff batter for the Riverhawks today. 2-0 outside, 3-0. Miserly trying to nibble the corner, no luck. Three balls and no strikes. Wide and fire from Miserly in there for a called strike. 3-1, a get me over fastball. Good lead at first for Healy. 3-1. This one lifted down the line, foul. And Ayers will see a full count with 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th, Piedmont up 13-4. Next game, Washington and Lee against Swarthmore. 3-2 in a center. And Ellis barely asked to move, makes the catch on the fly out. And there's the 3rd out. Pretty much a carbon copy of last inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We'll go to the top half of the 7th. The back third of baseball we go. Top 7, Ellis, Funk, and Kate when we return here on the Ballers Baseball Network and the Ballers YouTube. Well, Piedmont can win it if they get one more run and then they get 3 more outs with Susquehanna at the plate. The run rule is 10 after 7. They lead by 9 here, 13-4. First pitch to Cole Ellis is high from Applegate for ball 1. Again, appreciate you tuning in and joining us today in the second day, first game of the D3 Showcase. Dan Haloti on the call for you for this one. Pitch from Applegate is into left center. Drifting over is Imileski. Falls in front of the center fielder for a base hit. And Cole Ellis is on base for the 5th time today. He's got a multi-hit game and 3 walks. So Ellis on base, and now Cody Funk digs in. And this top third of the order has been pesky for Susquehanna. This top third of the order accounting for 10 of the 13 runs for Piedmont. Cole Ellis has 4 of them. He's on first. Cody Funk also has 4 of them. He watches strike 1. Funk has 2 singles and 2 walks. Last time up, singled, stole a base, and came around to score in the frame. This one finds the zone for strike 2 on Cody Funk. Applegate looking at the first base bag, where Ellis has a decent lead. Pitch to Funk. This one popped up. Foul ground. First baseman Healy after it makes the catch for the out. P3 in the book for Cody Funk. First time he's been sat down today. And now digging in will be Trace Kate, the right fielder, who has 7 RBIs today in this matchup. Not often you see a 7 RBI day. Trace Kate, a 3-run homer, a 3 RBI double, and a RBI ground out his last time up. First pitch, big swing, and he lifts it high and foul for strike 1. Trace Kate, that 3-run homer back in the second, proving to be a difference maker. Gave Susquehanna even more of a lead. Gave Piedmont more of a lead. This one lifted foul, and it's 0-2. Piedmont does have another arm tossing in the pen in left field. Susquehanna's bullpen is quiet with Evan Applegate on the bump eating innings. Ellis at first. K to the plate, swings on the 0-2 and misses on the breaking ball for strike 3. And there's another punch out. This time Trace Kate down on strikes, so 2 outs. And digging in is going to be Jack Ryan. So Jack Ryan bats. Strikeout, a walk, a ground out, and a sac fly for the first baseman for Piedmont today. This one just misses outside for ball 1 to Jack Ryan. Jack Ryan, the first baseman, freshman from Peachtree City, Georgia. This one upstairs and in on Ryan for now a 2-0 count. Applegate in his second inning of work. The lefty has been pretty efficient today. 2-0 in the dirt, blocked by Arrigo. Throw to second, and running for second was Ellis on what is a wild pitch. So now runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Ryan going to drive in Cole Ellis. So first couple of pitches have missed, and Ryan gets another one that misses, so he takes the free pass, and Jack Ryan on base for the second time today with a walk. Kyle Carlson will now bat 0 for 4, but he did have a sacrifice fly in the first inning that drove a run in. First pitch to Carlson in the dirt, blocked by Arrigo for ball 1. One-0 count on a Kyle Carlson. In the dirt again, Arrigo blocks, and that one snagged by the catcher for a ball 2. 2-0 count on Kyle Carlson. Again, 2 flyouts, 2 strikeouts. Sharp grounder, foul ball. Down the line and left. So the count now runs to 2-1. Two and 1 your count on a Carlson with Applegate trying to get out of the inning. Carter Few, the batter on deck. This is the ninth batter face of the day for Evan Applegate. 2-1. And time call, that's a balk called by the infield umpire. So a balk signaled, Ellis to third and Orion to second. So a balk called by the infield umpire. Applegate never stopped his motion. So still 2-1. No force out in the infield. 2-1. Ground ball to third. Rossi will eat it. And a throw to first is across. Gets out of the mitt of Healy. And that will score the run. It'll be an E5 on Tony Rossi on the throw that allows Carlson to reach. And there's the 10-run lead. 14-4 now your score, as Ellis crosses the plate on what it'll be, regardless, an unearned run, as that would have been the third out. Now here comes Denny Bowers, and Evan Applegate has given up this 10th run. Ryan is at third, and Kyle Carlson reaches on the E5. So now Piedmont only needs to get 3 outs in the bottom half of the 7th. And they will take the victory today on the 10-run run rule against 10 after 7. Carter Few will bat. RBI single. RBI single, a ground out, a walk, and a line out for Carter Few. The top half of the 7th, 2 outs. Runners on the corners for Few. Pitch from Applegate. Fastball catches the corner for 0-1 count. Carter Few, a freshman from Alpharetta, Georgia. And all but 1 player on Piedmont's roster is from Georgia. They have 1 pitcher from Huntersville, North Carolina, not too far from here. This Few absolutely corks this pitch foul, and the count is 0-2. Oh, 2 count with 2 outs. Applegate set, 0-2 to Few. Swinging a ground ball to third. Rossi will make the play there. Throw across. That one's in the mid of Healy and in time for the 5-3 ground out for out number 3. That is a unearned run that crosses, so one unearned run on one hit with one error and two left on base for the Piedmont Lions. We'll go to the bottom half of the seventh. New pitcher coming on for Piedmont, and they're 3 outs away from a victory. We'll take a break and be right back here on the Ballers Baseball Network and the Ballers YouTube. Well, Riley McCallum takes over for the Piedmont Lions on the bump. It'll be Tony Rossi leading things off here, the bottom half of the seventh. As Riley McCallum enters for Piedmont, third pitcher they've used today. Tony Rossi with a big swing, and he foul tips this one back. Count is 0-1. McCallum, a freshman, 6-foot righty from Cullinan, Georgia, a mathematics major. I could never. It's an 0-1 count on Tony Rossi. Pitch on the way, a ground ball towards short, eaten by Connolly onto first in time for the out. There's one down, 6-3 on the ground out. As Riley McCallum enters in relief here, as Miserly goes one smooth inning with one hit, no errors, no runs, no walks, one strikeout. This one swung on by Gagliardi and fouls it off, and the count is 0-1. Efficient work today from Piedmont's pitching staff. McCallum's pitch, this one lined over the head of the third baseman Carlson, down the line and left, base hit. Gagliardi pulls up at first, he'll stop there. Multi-hit game for Michael Gagliardi. 1 on and 1 out. And Sam Martucci, who's got a 3-for-3 day, digs in for the Susquehanna Riverhawks. McCallum making his Piedmont Lions and collegiate debut here today at Atrium Health Ballpark. And he needs 2 outs without allowing another run to lock down Piedmont's victory today. This pitch is just a touch off the plate for ball 1 to Sam Martucci. Martucci, an RBI single back in the third. That's when Susquehanna put up a 4 spot. 4 unearned runs as Martucci's late on a 78-mile-an-hour breaking ball. 1-1 on Martucci. 4 runs all unearned for Susquehanna back in the third inning. Pitch on the way, runner going. This one popped down the line, and after it is Ryan, won't get there. And a foul ball, so Martucci has a 1-2 count. Back to first goes Gagliardi. 1-2 pitch. Just a touch outside, didn't miss by much. Two balls and two strikes, with one out here in this bottom of the 7th. Good lead at first for Gagliardi. Martucci 3 for 3, and he'll now be 3 for 4. A little change up off the arm of McCallum, and Martucci flails at it for strike 3, out number 2. And now Piedmont 1 out away from going to 5-0 to start their season. And they took down number 22 ranked Chapman in 3 games out in California last weekend. Now they're 1 out away from being 2-0 in the D3 showcase. Swing and a miss. First pitch from Cahill. Cahill 0 for 3 today. Reached in the 3rd on a fielder's choice, so it'd be 0 for 2, excuse me. 0-1. Cahill swings, pops him up on the right side of the infield. Gilson, and after it, makes the catch, and that will do it here for this first game today of the D3 showcase. The Piedmont University Lions move to 5-0 to start their season. Susquehanna falls today. They move to 0-2. They will look to rebound tomorrow in the final day of the 2025 D3 showcase as the Lions come out victorious. 14-4 is your final score in Game 1 today. That'll do it for us here today. Dan Haloti saying thank you for tuning in. I'll leave you as I always do. Speak in love, love baseball. Stay blessed, and until next time, have a blast. Your final score in Game 1 today, the Piedmont Lions 14 and the Susquehanna Riverhawks 4. Next game, 2:30, first pitch, right here on the Kannapolis Cannonballers YouTube stream. It's Washington and Lee and Swarthmore. Don't go anywhere, folks. A heavyweight battle coming to you in just less than an hour here at Atrium Health Ballpark. We'll catch you next time here on the stream. Hope to see you in just a few short moments here on YouTube. Enjoy the rest of your day, if we're saying so long, and have a great one, everyone.